Hello everyone, thank you for being here today. In the big city, a lot of people want to do sports, but they don't want to do it alone, or they don't want to be alone. So as I'm a runner and I don't want to run alone because I want to meet some people in around Taipei. So our presentation today is called Move and Meet Together, with the goal of connecting people through casual sports. Collective sports of individual sport like running, swimming, or some kind of sport like that. So for this outline, first we will explain the problem that we identified and we would like to solve. The second one is we will present our solution and how the apps works. And the third, we will briefly introduce the business model and the future of our app development. And then, after this presentation, we will talk about if you have any questions about any subject of our presentation. So let's introduce our team. So Clement, right here, is the Chief Executive Officer of our team. She's in charge of the overall vision of the strategy and the projects. She manages partnerships, external relations, and business development. And she also coordinates the team to ensure that all the people in the team works well together. Leila, the Chief Product Officer, right there too. She works on the matchmaking logic and the data analysis to ensure the relevant, safe match with the different people. And she's focused on the creating and simple intuitive to be the engaging app works for the consumers. And she's also responsible of the product design and the user experience. Me, I got the Chief Technology Officer position, so I'm responsible of the developing and maintaining the maintenance of the application. I manage the technical architectures and ensure the platform reliability and the performance. My job is also to implementing a new concept on this application and ensure that works. And the last one, our team, Chrissy is the Chief Marketing Officer. She is responsible of the developing user acquisition, and she also executes growth strategy increase in user developments, and she collects user feedback to improve the engagement of our application. So our story of our startup. So Moving It Together as MMT is a startup project created in 2025. The idea came from the personal experience of feeling isolated in the city while wanting to stay alive. Like me or our student in exchange, they don't know anyone in Taipei. They want to do sports with some Taiwanese people or also other exchange students. We noticed that existing sports clubs are often too rigid and not adapted to casual sport practice. Like every week there is the same schedule for every training. So if you want to meet some people around your area, you can't. MMT was designed as a mobile application that connects people who want to do sport together easily and safely. The project is currently in the development phase, and we are building the application using matching system. So like a Tinder app or dating app is quite the same, but for sports. We are building the application, testing the matching system, and contacting local partners such as gyms or sport venues. Our first shows is planned in Taipei with the ambition to expand in the major city in Taiwan, and then after in the other country, around Asia.
Our value statement is to connect people to casualty to join sports activities, combating urban isolation by bringing communities to the joy of accessible sports. Current competitor trades in performance capital, trade in state and speed, but moving together trade in social capital. Many people don't play sport because they don't have anyone to accompany them. They can't join the sport club due to lack of time or high costs. This is where meet and move together come into prevent isolation in sports and connect people. They don't like motivation, they like partners. We are not just a platform for matching a user, we are a social integration platform for isolated people, whether they are expatriated or people already living in Taiwan. Our value is that an financial condition, financially we are at the seed stage. Currently we won't make any money from our hub, but it exists and it's usable. First, to demonstrate our commitment, each co-founder invests in the hub, totaling at 72,000 entity of our own capital. This means that we will have skin in the game. Moreover, our business has been validated by the authority. We have gone from the Young Entrepreneurship Fund by the Taiwanese government. They give us 30,000 entities to help us to developing our hub. As well, we already have signed some partnership in Taipei, who's contributing to our funding up to 10,000 entities. This brings our total initial capital to 112,000 entities. All this public and private investment demonstrate that our company is serious and capable of evolving and growing. We ourselves have invested in the hub that shows our seriousness and that we believe of what we are creating. Any investment you may give us will allow us to acquire more users and develop ourselves. Our development could generate additional costs such as labor, app setup, and maintenance. Furthermore, our service is self-sustaining through advertising and premium user. In fact, we will succeed in generating money thanks to the premium user who will pay 400 entities per month to organize class activities. But however, not all our expense will be covered, which is why we would like an additional investment of 388,000 entities to complete the 500,000 initial goals. For our projection to the future, we can analyze it by analyzing this graphic. We show our expansion for 2 years. We analyze the number of users depending on the times. For the first year, we focus on 2 cities, Taipei and New Taipei. Our goal is to validate the validation reaching 3,000 active users per month. We will execute this strategy through 3 core pillars. First, partnership will play a central role. Our objective is to collaborate with 5 gyms clubs and sports clubs, as well as 10 sport infrastructure providers, in order to offer our users a wide and diverse selection of venues. Second, community building is at the heart of our vision. This year we plan to organize at least 4 major sport events. This event will allow users to meet in person, to attend the sense of belonging, and ultimately foster the long-term engagement. Finally, visibility is essential to grow. We have set a clear and ambitious CEO, which is to reach the top 5 ranking on App Store for high traffic keywords such as Taipei Sport and Taipei Meeting. For YouTube, we are taking this national. Our goal is to reach 7,000 active users per month by extending to other major Taiwanese cities. We will do this by repeating the model that we here, finding some trust partnership in each new city and ensuring our users to always have a place to play. To really boost our credibility, we also plan to strengthen a strategic partnership with a major national brand. We also plan to do a lot of communication and advertisement. With 6 events per city driving engagement and growing user base, we project reaching operational profitability by Q4 in year 2. At this point, our revenue will be fully covered our operating costs. For our brand strategy, we want to combine casual and activity. Our values are inclusivity, playfulness, simplicity, welcoming, and friendliness. So we are going to complete all our strategy around this. We will not focus on sporting performance, but on sporting inclusion, encouraging, and reshape pressure. We specifically use our brand to communicate that it's okay to be beginner, that it's okay to come alone. Our slogan will show us what we want to bring to the user, move together, enjoy the day. And finally, the market strategy will be implemented in 2 phases. First, to establish a strong presence in Taipei, and after to expand and after to plan for the expansion. Our target audience are people around 20 and 35 years old, people who like sport, people who just arrive in the city for the exchange, or just people who feel alone. So we want to create an ambassador program with some big university in Taipei. We want to have how to include in the welcoming kits for exchange students. Since they don't know anyone in the city, they will be like to find an app that can help them to meet people while doing sports. It's guaranteeing immediate and direct reach to our target audience, which is very effective. Moreover, our 4 Taipei events are also key marketing pillars for triggering initial registration, building trust, generating social media content, and encouraging word of mouth. To Furthermore, we invest in App Store optimization to make sure that we find us in the top 5 application, sport and matching app in Taipei. Our presence on social media will be also essential for our growth. As our audience is very active online want to plan to do a lot of communication with TikTok, Insta, and Facebook. And finally, for the expression of our app, we invest in mass marketing with campus, urban, and metro billboard. It's also essential that we create a strategic partnership with a major national player, such as an equipment manufacturer, to increase our visibility and acquire new users.
Okay, so what is the product description for MMT? Is that MMT is a community-driven sport application, and it can be a platform of SNS or also like a dating app, as we mentioned, but it's connecting people to do sport activities. And MMT has 4 key features. The first would be the casual meetups and real-time map view and wide varieties of sports. Most of the sport platforms are focused on 1 to 2 sport activities, but MMT is not. And reward system, which is really different with other platforms. And so first, what is the map view? So this is a prototype of our picture of the map view. So here, users can see the overview of what kind of sport activities is currently happening and what they can casually join. And so there's this small icons, they can tap it, and then they can see the more details in it. So such as the time, location, and cost information, and what kind of sport they're going to have, and how many people they're requiring for. And so, as we can see, there's a lot of kind of the sport activities, not only running or cycling that most of the sport platforms have, but also the basketball, yoga, any kinds of sports. And next is the timeline, which is more similar features of the SNS, so people more have intimate and more interaction with other users. So people can see the upcoming activities or past activities. They can pause, comment, and like. Through those activities, they can more connect together. And also, this is the host screen. So, and users can choose to either hosting or participating or doing the fun. So it's really flexible. And reward system, which is different with other sport activities, sport platforms a lot, is that by joining and hosting the event, people and users can gain and saving the points. So, and those points they can exchange to the reward system. For example, the discount coupons for the partner convenience stores, cafeterias, or sports stores. For example, there's a free cost workout smoothie. They can exchange those points to this. And this is the profile picture. And so, as you can see, people can see how many hosting and joining they have. And also the rating system, which can guarantee participants' safety by rating and reporting system. And MMT has a premium model, so free users can create a personal profile, join and host the sport activities. For the premium users, the subscription is $13 per month, so 400 NTD. And they can join and host the sport lessons, which is more professional lessons, hosted by the qualified instructor or trainers by maybe World Gym in Taiwan. So it's more professional and it's cheaper than joining with those lessons. And also they can access to partner facilities and spaces, access to reward system, and they can see the past activities performance statistics. So this is the market analysis. A lot of sport communities or interactions, they're scattered across other platforms. For example, Facebook is SMS or other. It's like tracking sport applications, but MMT can cover all real-time meetups, focus on social inclusion and activities with diverse skill and it's a beginner-friendly and skill-level matching, easy to join and spontaneous casual meetings. Of course, we have the 2 primary challenges. Is that first would be the difficulty in acquiring initial users and hosts, but we're going to solve it by partnership with another institutions, university, college, and a local communities. And second would be the managing risk when users meet in person. So this will solve this problem by verifying profiles and using the rating system, as I mentioned, so that people can report if something will happen to them.
Okay, so moving on to the last part of our presentation, where we will be looking into 2 case studies, and the 2 case studies will be showing the potential program. So let's look into the first case study, which is about the Meetup. So Meetup is a platform that was created in response to the demand of growing in-person interaction. And so there was a research conducted, and in the website, the result shows that nowadays, especially people aged from 18 to 35, so basically Gen Z and millennials, this group of people actually feel a higher sense of loneliness in compared to the previous generations, specifically generations from 10 years ago. So in response to this situation, Meetup actually provides a place where people can turn shared interests into offline gatherings, so they can find people easily online to do what they love or to share hobbies together. Okay, so in relevance to our app, this actually shows how people are actually more willing to join activities when they feel a sense of interaction and connection between people. So, basically, MMT is an interest-based community applied to casual sports. And by applying the same logic, we especially provide this service in casual sports. Then next, let's look into case study 2, where it's about Strava Club. So Strava app was an app first launched in 2009, and originally when it first launched, it focuses mainly on data collection and activities tracking. So basically, it's a performance-oriented tool, but there's not a lot of users before. So as they upgraded with features like Strava clubs, Strava challenges, and activities, they allow users to share achievements and interact with other people through this app. So as you can see, this graph shows that in recent years, from 2023 until 2025, there's actually a big boost in Strava users. Like there's a huge increase in Strava users targeting their audience, specifically the millennials and Gen Z. So before I found this research, there is actually another research before this, and it shows the data of how Strava users have been going on year around 2016 until 2020. So from that research, we can see that Strava users are also growing steadily, but the difference and gap between each year, how it increased, is actually very small. But as you can see from here, there's a big boost comparing to other fitness apps. So from this, we can conclude that low engagement actually came from whether or not you can create a space for people to feel interconnected to one another. Okay, so finally, to conclude, I would like to bring these insights back to you guys that MMT, Move and Meet Together, our app basically aims to solve urban isolation by connecting people through casual sports. And our bonds will be supported by the capitals from us, and as well as investments, grants, and partnership. And so with this, we are very confident that our app will be able to enter and grow in the market of Taiwan with stable financial and operational foundations. That will be all. Thank you.
I know that you're providing a platform for someone who loves to do sports, but what if there's someone didn't have sportsman spirit? Like when playing basketball, he or she just make others injured. And how would you do to the person? Will you banish him, or from that time they can attend that kind of sports? And would your platform take the responsibility, like to pay for the hospital bills or something like that?
For that,
So maybe you want to come together. You can use the mic so people can hear you better.
so for that, actually, we're not going to guarantee, we're not going to have the responsibility of after the matching, and so that we have like the rating system, so that people who got maybe some person on pause is actually an evil person that they can report there after the sport activity, so that show that like it's not good. And also like in those kind of problems also can be happen on the dating apps too. For example, they are meeting, and then after that, maybe that person hurt you. But I don't think the dating apps will be have some sort of like responsibility on it. After that, they will choose how to be responsible on that. So our aim is to be more casual, so that people are more, and then welcome. And also we have the profile verification, so we have that person's personal information. Something happened, they can report to us, and we can have some support, but we're not going to cover all the injury and stuff. Yes.
I was wondering, because your target audience is 20 to 25. First of all, there are also younger students than 20, and I was curious why you chose 20. And I'm also curious if you have like age restrictions that people over 50 maybe can also join, or if you want to like separate age groups.
I think our communication will be more based for the young people, so I don't think like people who are 50 will see our communication. But like if there is some students which are like 18, of course they can join. It's just like approximately the age. But I don't think a lot of people have expatriated or immigrated in the city when they just graduate from high school. So it's why we choose like 20 just to when they go to college.
As an investor, what will benefit if I invest in your business?
As an investor, so if you invest in your business, you can take some part of our application. So that's important for you. So we plan to move to grow around Asia. So it should take like maybe 5 or 10% of the capital of our application. So with our statistics, our data for now, you part from 10% can be moved for 20, 25%, and then you can improve your capital for your own business. You can make a lot of money on it, and it's so that you are welcome to invest in our application.
How much is the yearly revenue of your business?
For the first year, we plan to get like 7,000 monthly users. So you can just need to take 7,000 for 400 NT, and then you got the average revenue.
Our initial capital with investment is like 400,000. So we need to have enough user to make the money we have already spent.
But if users have different skills and levels in sport, like would it be difficult for them to find the partner to play with them? Like some people practice for competition, but some people practice for just for fun.
So yes, I maybe forget to mention about it. So we can also like set what kind of, so they have like the comments, so they can say, oh, it's for the beginners, or we actually the professional sport players, so we want some more, intermediate or like advanced kind of sport communities. Yes.
You mentioned that there's also the premium plan and also the free plan. So, but for the free users, so they can just host and have the join in casual sport activities. But so this is a different with the premium users is that for this one, they will host by the qualified instructors, so they're more professionals. So of course, free users can be the premium users, but this one is more, we gonna pay for the instructors, so it's kind of like the lessons. But so the users can just pay for $13 per month, and it's actually really cheap. For example, if you want to go to the gym, but you're alone and you don't know how to use the machines, but if you are subscribed for the premium, then you can go to ask for the gym instructors. And of course, gym instructors, they're not gonna like do those free classes. So maybe we can more focus on like beginners for the gym trainers that they are not really have a lot of experience, but they need more experience. So they can have like demo classes that like before they will be more have the like the professional classes. This is a more like intermediate and then easy to join class. And so yes, and they can host or participate in those classes. So those like the trainers, beginners, the trainers, but they want to be in the future like the gym trainers or basketball trainers, they can do this. And also access with the partner facilities and spaces, so like we can partnership with the sport communities. For example, if it's possible, Nike would be really good, and those famous sport brands. So that like we can use those facilities and have the discounts for the reward system. So that like, for example, if the users have the point and then change to the rewards, for example, like 20% discount for Nike shoes. And then so that is the means of partnership spaces, so access on it. And over the performance statistics, it's just like bar graph. Like, okay, so last week you did this kind of activities and your calories burned like this, and those other matching, you can match with other people that's similar to that. So this is more going to be the detailed premium for the premium users.
I just want to ask about like what is inspire you to like have this price like $13? Is it have any like inspiration from? And also like if like majority of your user platform are free user, do you have like other revenue stream?
I think we choose this price because like when you want to go to a gym club, like it's at least $20 per month. So we wanted to have a price which is less expensive to be accessible to everybody, and like you have more, like you can do more sports with this price than in the gym club. So I think it's better. And we also have like the advertising in the website to have to generate some money as well as the premium user.
Good. I think we have some really interesting questions. Any further questions? If not, maybe I can just ask you a simple question. I think number one, you mentioned that you want to reach 7,000 users right by the end of year 2. May I just know how many exchange students do we have in Taiwan annually?
In CCU, we are around 500 exchange students between the commerce, politics, just in the NCCU. So if I count like a few big universities in Taipei, we can be around like more or less like 2,000 only in Taipei, without count New Taipei and the other big city in Taiwan. So we can be like around 4,000 or 5,000 all one Taiwan. And if we count the other people who join our application, more or less 7,000 and at least more than 7,000.
And also, it's not only for exchange students. It can be like people who are just expatriated here, or also just like Taiwan people who feel alone and want to sport.
I see. Yeah, do you want to know the size of the exchange student pool? Can we also maybe go to the slide page on financial projection? Yeah, I think the next one, the one with the line graph. And I can see that, so you indicate the point of profitability. I can also know where do you expect to break even with your business?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, I think according to the line graph you offer here, I can just know where or when do you expect to break even?
I think it's like the point when somewhere we will start to use our hub, and to the extension of the user, it will be the point where like all our costs will be rewarded by the revenue we have thanks to the advertising and the premium user.
So it's maybe somewhere between Q4 of year one and maybe Q4 of year two. So that's where the point of that's the break-even point may appear.
And I think additionally, just like how the case study shows, I think when we first launched our app, there might be a lot of problems that we may encounter. So as we upgrade, we can see how we can improve the app to boost the usage, the app usage. So I think until that point, there will be a lot more features to be launched out, and I think there might be chances that we can make some revenue from that.